Hello all and welcome, and I am the mgtowphilosopher. And all of you men out there, well, you're pedophiles, don't you know? Or so says this disgusting, ugly, fat, 30, 40-year post-war man-hating feminist by the name of Leedom, who suggests men shouldn't be nannies because they may be pedophiles. Yes, that's right. And when you know it, she is a bureaucrat, a politician, of course, which means she's totally removed from reality, totally out of touch with real people, with the real world, tied up in her little ideologies that have gotten her into office, and she may actually believe the nonsense that she is spewing. You just gotta love how you can be racist and sexist if it's against men. Of course! Feminists, the most racist, sexist people on earth. So Andrea Leedom suggests men should not be nannies because they may be pedophiles. Oh no, it couldn't be because women will do any and everything to keep men out of fields of work that are dominated by women. Oh no, couldn't be that. Couldn't be that she has so few morals and scruples that she would classify an entire gender, an entire race of people as all pedophiles or possible pedophiles just to keep women's monopoly on a particular career field. Oh no, shame on her. No, that couldn't be right. No, nobody would do that. No. Andrea Leedom suggested men should not be hired to look after children because they may be pedophiles. Yeah, all you horrible men out there, you're pedophiles. You have latent pedophilia in your genes. You just don't know it. Anyhow, let's just jump into this wonderful article, shall we? During a discussion on the challenges faced by parents, the newly appointed Environment Secretary said it would be sensible not to appoint males for child care duties. This is, of course, in the UK, one of the most feminist countries on earth, where it's perfectly okay to treat men like crap. Of course, that's the case everywhere in the West, but especially in Britain. Her comments were made during an interview with The Times before she dropped out of the Tory leadership race to hand the keys to number 10 to Theresa May. Brexit backer Miss Leedom sparked fury after she appeared to suggest in the same interview that being a mother meant she would be a better prime minister than Theresa May. I think they both suck, but anyway, who cannot have children. I love it. I love it. This woman's all over the place. Yes, I would be a better prime minister because I have children. So when I have children, that means I can run a country. What? Well, only an idiot leftist feminist would have that kind of logic. That makes no sense whatsoever. What, having one or two kids means you could run a country with 50, 60 million people? Like they're all your children, right? I see. Let's continue, please. The Times today revealed further comments made during the interview in a discussion on childcare. As an employer, we're not, let's face it, most of us don't employ men as nannies. Most of us don't. Yeah, because men, you know, if any man wanted to be a nanny, he'd have to be some kind of deviant, pervert, sexual assaulter. I see. And what about women who want to do predominantly male jobs? Does that somehow mean they have some kind of weird sexual fetish or deviant sexual desires latent inside them? Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. Now, you can call that sexist. I call that sexist, honey. I call that sexist indeed. I call that cautious. Why? Why would you call it cautious? Where is evidence of any actual threat? To be cautious means you're acknowledging that there's some kind of greater threat involved in something than something else, you know? Like, I'm cautious, so I don't drive on the wrong side of the road, because if I drive on the wrong side of the road, I'm probably going to hit by another car and die. So that's being cautious, okay? So there's dangers to driving on the wrong side of the road. So you're cautious when you're driving, so you don't do that. So you're implying that men are more dangerous to children than women. You fucking cunt, you. And very sensible when you look at the stats. There's no stats! There's no stats! Your odds are stacked against you if you employ a man. You go fuck yourself, honey, and burn in hell. Burn in hell, bitch. She's got to be kidding me. What stats? The stats prove that women abuse children more than men because women are not physically capable of assaulting and taking advantage of older, stronger victims, okay? Unlike men are. Women are by and far the greater abusers of children, you dummy. What stats are you looking at? Some made by a feminist scientist, a feminist? Get the fuck out of here. We know pedophiles are attracted to working with children. Are you saying that women are not pedophiles? Are you saying there are no women pedophiles? Well, if there's women pedophiles, then going by your logic, you should be afraid to hire women as well. Oh, no, that's not my logic. Oh, you just said it is. You just said that men, oh, God. You just said that any greater possibility. Oh, there's a greater possibility. Right. Men are more likely to be pedophiles than women is what she's really saying. That's bullshit. There's no evidence for that. You're just quoting your opinions. I love how leftists do this. They use words like stats and evidence, and they have none of it. Just their opinion, and then figure, oh, well, out there in the ether, because my opinions and my views are so correct that there must be stats out there to support my opinions somewhere, so I'm perfectly safe. Use the word stats. Even though I don't know of any research or numbers to support my claims. She goes on to say, about 5% of nannies are men. And can you tell me how many of them have been proven to be pedophiles? Where are your stats? You have no stats. You have nothing except your opinion. You're a critical theorist. You are putting forth lies, and you're just repeating them again and again and again and saying you have stats. The stats say this. The stats say that. You're presenting lies and truth, and you're trying to back them up with bullshit. Oh, there's stats that support my views, but you don't give any stats because you have no stats. Miss Leedsom's comments are likely to spark anger in the industry. Not against men. And nobody's angry. You can say anything about men and it's bad. You can say anything about men and it's not bad. Nobody cares. Oh, you said all men are pedophiles? We don't care. But if you say women, if you in some way indict women or say something bad about women, oh, well, you're going to have an uproar. Lucy Powell, a former shadow education secretary, told the Times, these comments show an enormous lack of judgment on Andrea's part. But she doesn't say she's wrong. Yet another feminist idiot who doesn't want to say anything nice about men because she's afraid of damaging her feminist image and losing votes. Yeah, lack of judgment, meaning she shouldn't have said these things. Yeah, they're true, but she shouldn't have said them. Goes on to say, she should know as well as I know that not only are men just as capable of doing childcare jobs, but we should want to encourage more men into those jobs as they can bring other benefits. Yeah, right. She don't believe that for a second. I tell you what, this stuff annoys me. This haggard, ugly, leather-faced broad. Look at her. Look at her. Her face equals man hate. And look at them gigantic hips and that ugly face and that hideous body. You know that she hates men. Typical feminist. What in the world does working with children... Wait a second. So if you're a man and you want to work with kids, you're a pedophile or you're a greater risk of being a pedophile. But if you're a woman and you want to work with kids, that's perfectly okay. But I thought that feminism was about equality and about breaking apart the supposed social constructs that create these stereotypes surrounding sex roles in society. So why, in your narrative, are women somehow better? You see this? She doesn't see the contradictions. Why, in your narrative, are women somehow better at taking care of kids than men? Why? If there's no difference in the gender, and it's all socially constructed, and you're about socially deconstructing these things, why not have male nannies? If women and men are the same. I mean, right there, you're acknowledging the very differences that your whole ideology says do not exist inherently within men and women. The number of contradictions in this woman's arguments, and in feminism, of course, are astounding. And only somebody who's suffering from cognitive dissonance and who's an ideologue who's drank the Kool-Aid would not see them. Let me know what you think of this British cunt, this man-hating piece of shit. Feel free to say whatever you like about this piece of garbage. Man-hating, serenity now. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments section of this video. And please like and subscribe and donate to my Patreon if you could. As little as $1 a month can keep my channel going and keep me making good content for you guys. You'll find a link in the description as well as the last 20 seconds of this video. I am the MGTOW Philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.